What's going on, guys? Box here, and today I am here to show off the brand new MarketSpy Profiler V2. I got a lot of feedback, couple quality of life things, couple major upgrades. I got it finished, and now it's time for a release. So starting off, couple quality of life things. So as we can see here, we have the previous day labels, PD, 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 and we have the price levels. So no more do you have to come up, scroll over, and try to get your cursor to say 26, 5, 3, and 18 maybe. No, it's 26, 652, 71, 637, 16. Nice, clear, legible labels. And of course, the previous day. And so what makes these important is once we start extending levels, let's say 5, now we know how old levels are. So we have a 5-day-old VAL, 5-day-old POC. We have the current day, PD, and then two previous days right here. You can see we're rotating VAL, bounce around the POC. You see that? So now it's easier to understand where we are within that. And remember when you would have to add multiple profilers, come down here, choose thin for daily, normal for weekly, thick for monthly, and try to differentiate them? Well, now we can just change it to weekly. And now we see the previous week's POC is right here, PW, previous week's VAH right here, PW. So now if you want, you can add them. And no more do you have to change the thickness of the lines because we have the labels. And as you saw with the daily and weekly, same thing with month. We're on the 15-minute time frame here, but here we go. Previous month, 3 previous months, 4 previous months. We now have labels to make that easier. And of course, if you don't want them, you can come into the settings and turn those off. But that's where we're at with those, and I thought it'd be a nice quality of life to give everybody. So next, we have our buy tails and our sell tails. The way the profiles used to work is these buy tails down here. This was a big old buy tail. And once price would chop into it, it would delete it. But now we got those upgraded, so now it's going to gradually chew away the buy tail. So as we can see here, this would have been it. It would have tapped it. It would have been gone. But no, price chewed into it. So there is still a little bit of liquidity here. And so it's captured it. And same with the single prints. So when price comes up into this, even if it just comes to right here, it's not going to delete it. It's still going to show us that it's there. Better logic, better understanding of where liquidity is, and it's not just going to delete them. Because a lot of the times we'll have just a monster tail somewhere, and then like this here, and then the second this candle touched into it, it would have deleted, when clearly, when this came into it, it would have deleted this, when clearly all this liquidity was important because we can see it here. Slammed into it, slammed into it, slammed into it, she won. So the buy tails, sell tails, and single prints all have better logic and all should be working a lot better. This is one of the biggest upgrades here that I'm most excited about. So with all the crypto bans and issues that have been going on in crypto, I wanted to be able to give our users more options. So now you can clearly see we've been on Bitcoin. Well, let's go see if we want to trade futures. Look at that. Didn't have to go into the settings, click, oh, I want to trade futures, or oh, I want to trade stocks, index funds, forex, crypto. It's going to automatically choose what it believes you're using. And if it's not perfect, you can force split the profile. So these are set up for New York RTH. This is set up for New York RTH, open to close. So of course, as you just saw, you can do ETH and it will build those profiles for you, but it is set up for RTH. And if you do want ETH, you can just come in, force split, and you can choose exactly how you want it. But what is cool about this is, let's go back to ETH and notice this value area here is now white. Same with up here, it's white. Well, before, our only reference to white levels here were naked POCs. Well, now we have naked value areas. So what a naked value area is it's showing us that none of this price is yet to be tested. So when we go back, we normally see a day will open within the profile, test a level, again, rotate up, test it one more time, goodbye. We normally see price rotate around profiles. But when we have unbelievably aggressive moves like this, open, gap down lower, damn near close on low of day, gap down lower, we don't get a chance to retest those. So these are hot pockets for 80% rules. So this is like, I got asked to incorporate it. I thought it was a wonderful idea, and it just makes those 80% rules a little easier to identify, especially when you have like a bunch of previous lines extended and you don't know what value we're rotating around in. This now does that for you. So you also have naked value areas added with the other features. So now for all our forex guys, let's check out some forex. And again, all these profiles, we never went in here. We didn't deal with any of these settings. This is just going to auto see what asset you're on and then create profiles for you. And so far we did crypto, we did ES, we just did forex. Now let's check stocks. Right there. Exactly how you want it. No problems. So these were very, very big things that I wanted to do for the community to try to help ease up anything you guys would have to do. You don't have to draw anymore. You don't have to worry about labels and what price is at and where should price go, et cetera, you know. I want to make this easier for you guys, and I want you guys to have the best features, and now you can use the profiler on absolutely any asset you want. Indices, forex, crypto, doesn't matter. The profiler now works for it. And so just wrapping up, a couple other things is we worked on the profiler colorings. So sometimes you would get 2 purple profiles or 2 green ones. We did our best to fix that, and so that shouldn't be an issue. We've also, I was getting people saying like a profile wouldn't show up. So sometimes if you're loading a lot of old data, you might have 1, 2, 3, and it would only be showing 1 and 3. That has fully been resolved. The buy tails, sell tails, and single prints have all been upgraded. The chart compatibility, it now works with every single asset. We have the extended market sessions, meaning you can force split profiles and choose any session you want. So if you're not New York and you want to see London or Asia sessions, you can now do that. We have our untested value areas and naked POCs, these white right here. We have our labels. We have our price labels. And of course, just better logic overall, so it should run a little smoother, a little faster, and your load time should be better. I've been working on this for a while. I really hope you guys enjoy, and I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. I'll catch you in the platoon.